Julius, and Julius said, "What are you doing? Did you watch the play?" And we ended up shooting a three like, what just happened?
By the time this basketball season is over, we're all going to be cross-eyed after what happened yesterday with Louisville and Kentucky. Welcome to the Red and Blue Review. We're at the Nutter Indoor Training Facility here at the University of Kentucky. We're here in just a few minutes. We're going to introduce you to the brand new Kentucky football coach, Mark Stoops. Say hello to Darryl Bird of the Catspaws, who's about to help begin the Stoops era.
Absolutely. Here, I thought I was showing up for a press conference to introduce an old football coach. Yeah. I'm at a rock concert, for crying out loud. The giant helmet, they're going to have the smoke for him to come out like a rock star would. The setup here is fabulous. You got to give UK a lot of credit. This is a great setup.
Well, it's all about trying to win the press conference, and I think, Howie Lynch, you'd have to admit, no matter what they say in the press conference, I think they're going to win the press conference.
This is pretty impressive. I want him to come out like Matthew Mitchell style with the hammer pants. Yeah. The question is, you know, like other Kentucky coaches in the past, can he get it done? Can he climb that mountain? It's going to be tough.
And by the way, I appreciate you being here almost undercover. He was having to hide that Cardinal football logo rolling in here.
It's funny.
We'll get back to Howie in here in just a bit. First, let's jump into our lightning round. The lightning round of the Red and Blue Review is brought to you by the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to click it or ticket. Well, the big men on campus for Kentucky basketball ought to be the big men on campus, but after how they performed against Baylor, they're pretty hard to find. In fact, you might find them on a milk carton.
We needed a competitive spirit. We needed more of a will to win. We're trying to find it. Nerlens blocks a ball. I think it's a three-point game, and we just don't get the rebound. We have a man standing right there, and he doesn't have that will to win to go grab that ball, because we have to have that ball to win the game. We're still learning. It's where we are.
This is going to be a popular theme throughout this show, throughout Calipari's press conference last night. Will to win. It's not there right now, and that's a big warning sign if you're a big follower of UK basketball. That will to win has been persistent with all three of Calipari's teams. He said, this one will figure it out. It's going to take time, but right now, they don't have it. What you have are a collection of individual players, which you have every year with Cal, but they're not even close to blending as a team yet. Archie Goodwin drives the lane. He's not passing it. He's going to try to shoot it. Nerlens Noel, the offensive game is lacking. Alex Poythress doesn't have the energy that he wants yet. So it's going to take, I think, even longer than 2011 before this group figures it out.
I think, first of all, these Kentucky freshmen aren't nearly as good as last year's Kentucky freshmen. And the other analogy I would use, Darryl, is that of a jigsaw puzzle where you've got all these pieces scattered on the table. And right now, none of those pieces are figuring out where they fit together.
Calipari can't even find the corner pieces right now. Crying out loud. Long way to go.
Well, the big man on campus for Cardinal basketball has to be Russ Smith. When that dude has the ball on the wing, he's either going to score or he's going to go to the free throw line.
Listen, Russ is you know, he almost lost the game for us, and by losing his man, but, you know, he single-handedly won the game. But, you know, Russ is a great player. If he can ever learn 2 or 3 things, he's got a shot to go even to the next level. He's that good. But, you know, one of the little, it's not a little thing, it's called passing. It's you got to learn how to pass the ball. You can't score every single time down the floor. And once he learns that, look out.
Yeah, Russ Smith is the key to this team. I mean, Peyton Siva's fantastic. Gorgie Zhang is the best player on the team, I think. But Russ Smith is the key to their offense. This is a team that's going to be great on defense, no question there. But offense is really the key. They don't have great outside shooting, so they're going to have to rely on Russ Smith to do what he does.
Were they able to find a way to manufacture post play without Gorgie in these next few weeks, or that is what they're going to be?
Yeah, they're going to try to. I think they're going to try to bring some guys baseline and have those guards drive in and then kick to them. And so maybe that's going to be effective. But I tell you, right now it's just about surviving until Gorgie gets back.
Well, who got busted this week is, of course, the Kentucky basketball team, snapping that winning streak that Cal had never lost a game at home since he became UK coach. But Cal will tell you, he's a basketball coach, not a magician.
And I think everybody now understands, you know, that you don't just put a collection of players together, but it's more than just our fans and everybody understanding. It's our team understanding. Are you willing to do what it takes? It's not. I don't have a magic wand, folks. I don't put people in the NBA. I don't build teams. Well, his team will be better by the end of the year. Why? Because I've got a magic wand? No, because the players decide they're going to do this and they're going to get better. Every one of my teams have made that commitment. This team is not right now. I believe they will, but they haven't.
I thought that was a very interesting and perhaps a very telling point. Cal said, look, everybody says my teams get better every year. Why? It's not automatic, because the players decide they're going to get better. And I think we're seeing a little bit of a learning curve, because I don't know if you remember back during the summer, all these new freshmen came in, they said, we want to win a title just like last year. And Cal said, and we said on the show, they don't have a clue how much work is involved in that. And I think they're learning the hard way. They ain't as good as they think they are, and it doesn't just happen.
Kentucky got busted over the weekend in basketball, and Louisville nearly got busted and upset by Illinois State. Rick Pitino said he could see it coming.
I said, but guys, this is going down. Even if we take the lead, this is going down to the wire of the game. And we knew it would. I knew in the film, you know, you guys half believe me and half don't believe me, because in the beginning of the year I tell you how great bad teams are. But, you know, this team here is terrific. They are an outstanding ball club. The young man from Owensboro, I'm happy for him. He's a hell of a basketball player.
It's kind of a boy who cried wolf situation, because essentially he says, you know, this team's the best 1-3-1 zone we'll ever see. This team's the best 2-2-1 press we'll ever see. And so, you know, I think we do kind of tune Rick Pitino out every now and then, and maybe his players do. But I tell you what, Illinois State is a good team. They've got Tyler Brown, the kid from Owensboro, is fantastic, and the Carmichael kid, I think he's an NBA player. That is a good team. I think Louisville, the team, was a little surprised. Louisville, the fans were shocked.
Well, who wasn't shocked when they had 2 points for the first? Louisville had 2 points for the first 6 or 8 minutes of that ball game, maybe longer.
And we were all joking about that Georgetown Tennessee game that was 37-36, and we were like, oh no, we can't have one of those.
It was looking that way. Well, what's up next for the Cats? It's sink or swim time. The Cats now 4-3. That means Kentucky's lost more games already now than they did all of last season. They've got some work to do to get back where they want to be.
What I've got to do now is look at my team and just figure out, are we playing the right way? Do we have to change some things? What do we have to tweak? But the competitiveness, the energy, the will to fight through, that's got to come from my team, and we've got to try to bring that out of them. I told them after, we're not a very good team and we don't have very good players right now. Each individual player, you think about how you played, you're not very good right now, but I still like my team. And I said, we can do what we want with this. We can be special, or we can be what we are right now, sitting in locker rooms after L's.
We have 2 things at play here. Number one, Calipari has very publicly laid down the gauntlet to this team. You want to be special, you get your act together, or we're going to have a bunch of L's. The second thing, I think part of the problem is, Calipari says he's got to figure out how to play this team. Ryan Harrell being reintroduced in the mix presents an interesting question. Do I go ahead and use a true point guard as my point guard and put Archie back where he belongs, or do I continue trying to make Archie fit, which kicks everybody else out of place? So Cal's got a decision to make. He'll have to make it and just go forward, sink or swim. This is what we're doing.
I think they need Ryan Harrell to step up.
I think they do too.
I think that's going to be their best option. Well, what's new for the University of Louisville is the newfound shooting confidence of Peyton Siva.
And that young man just worked on his jump shot, worked on his jump shot, worked on his jump shot. And if you looked at like Peyton Zark and his form the other night, if you watched the kid Sutherland from Syracuse with that high-arcing shot, you know, Peyton's really worked hard at his shooting. And it's good because Russ is not a great three-point shooter. He has a flat shot. So Russ penetrates and Peyton now goes away. And that improvement really helped us tonight.
Always fun. I mean, I kicked it out one play to him. I started laughing. I was like, yeah, this is going in. I threw it right in his pocket, and he knocked it down. So I'm very happy for him.
Did you catch the subtlety there? You know, I was asking Russ Smith about Peyton Siva's great shooting, and Russ said, did you see the pass I sent him? A little bit of subtlety there, just in case you didn't catch it. But Peyton Siva's shooting with such confidence. He worked on his shot all summer long. He's never going to be like a great shooter, but that's really going to separate him and take him to the next level. If he can hit 2 of those shots a game, it makes the defense respect him, and he can blow right past.
He just needs to be good enough.
Yep.
Well, coming up here on the Red and Blue Review, you will hear from Kentucky's brand new football coach. Right now, we're going to hear from the guy whose job it will be to second guess his every move. Darryl Bird and the Cat's Paws.
We do appreciate it. CatsPaws.com. You know we're going to have a ton of stuff on the website today, Monday. The Issue is going to have a ton of stuff. And if you're a subscriber, you know you found out about it last week through our new Cat's Paws Express. So we have got it covered wall to wall. Subscribing is very easy. Just go to magazine.catspaws.com.
Join the club at Sam Swope Auto Group. When you service a vehicle at any Sam Swope dealership, you automatically become a Service VIP Rewards member. You get member pricing on parts and service, lost key return, and emergency roadside assistance. Plus, you can earn points that qualify you for discounts on your next vehicle purchase, up to $2,500. The best part is becoming a member is free. Become a member today at any Sam Swope dealership. Nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Buying your next VW from Bachman Volkswagen will be a great experience. No games or gimmicks, competitive prices, and a huge inventory make #1 Bachman the place to get your Volkswagen. The all-new 2012 Jetta, an IHS top safety pick, is a great vehicle and fun to drive. Or get the sporty all-new 2012 Volkswagen Beetle. It's back and better than ever. Come to #1 Bachman Volkswagen today to get your new Volkswagen before someone else does.
Bachman makes a difference.
If you're like me, you're dreading the thought of higher energy costs this season. That's why I call my friends at Doug Jones Home Improvement, who's been doing quality work at a fair price for over 40 years. Doug Jones Home Improvement offers maintenance-free replacement windows, insulated vinyl siding, and airtight entry doors. They're priced fairly with no high-pressure sales tactics or hidden fees. Doug Jones Home Improvement prides itself on keeping the weather outside while keeping you comfortable inside.
For a free estimate, call us at 366-0291.
I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Join the club at Sam Swope Auto Group. When you service a vehicle at any Sam Swope dealership, you automatically become a Service VIP Rewards member. You get member pricing on parts and service, lost key return, and emergency roadside assistance. Plus, you can earn points that qualify you for discounts on your next vehicle purchase, up to $2,500. The best part is becoming a member is free. Become a member today at any Sam Swope dealership. Nobody walks away because everybody saves.
We welcome you back to the Red and Blue Review. You're about to hear from Mark Stoops, the new football coach at the University of Kentucky. Right now, let's talk about the difference maker. As you know, Cal's basketball teams always tend to get better as the season goes on, and that's the difference maker this team will have to make it where they want to be.
I'm not fazed. I knew we weren't very good. What I need our players to understand is that we're not a very good team right now, and we're not individually very good. So, like, how much time have you been spending extra in the gym? Have you been spending any extra time? No, why? I mean, you're not shooting the ball very well right now. Get in the gym.
I think this is part of Cal's continuing ploy to very publicly say, guys, you want to win, you better get your act together. Why else do you come out in a press conference and say, are you going to the gym enough? Maybe you're not going to the gym enough, which means they're not going to the gym enough. Clearly, that's his way of getting it. Everybody knows you're not going to the gym enough. Get in there and go work.
Well, the Cards are going to go old school. That's kind of the difference maker for them this year. That outside shot is going to be undependable at best for the Cards this year. So they need to get really good at the difference maker, the pick and roll.
We know we got to do a lot more than, pick and rolls, and you got to just continue to move the ball around and try to find our big men down there in the post.
It's our offense is a little. We have to run more pick and rolls than the Phoenix Suns had with Steve Nash in order to create things, because you all can see when we're not the greatest perimeter shooting team. So we got to create offense by putting their defense in awkward situations.
Yeah, Louisville is going to have to use the pick and roll quite a bit to score this year. I think it's going to be, because they've got two quick guards that can do that, because they've got big men who can really move, they can do that. Hopefully it's more like pick and roll and not like grade school coach where he says it's more like pick it and flick it. So pick and roll, I think that's what Louisville's going to score by.
Coming up on the Red and Blue Review, you're going to hear from new UK football coach Mark Stoops. As we head to the break, Howie's going to tell us about CardinalSports.com.
Absolutely. CardinalSports.com is your best source for all things Louisville. Check it out. We've got post-game video. There's a great video of Teddy Bridgewater and Sean Watson hugging after that Rutgers game. Great stuff. CardinalSports.com.
Join the club at Sam Swope Auto Group. When you service a vehicle at any Sam Swope dealership, you automatically become a Service VIP Rewards member. You get member pricing on parts and service, lost key return, and emergency roadside assistance. Plus, you can earn points that qualify you for discounts on your next vehicle purchase, up to $2,500. The best part is becoming a member is free. Become a member today at any Sam Swope dealership. Nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Buying your next VW from Bachman Volkswagen will be a great experience. No games or gimmicks, competitive prices, and a huge inventory make #1 Bachman the place to get your Volkswagen. The all-new 2012 Jetta, an IHS top safety pick, is a great vehicle and fun to drive. Or get the sporty all-new 2012 Volkswagen Beetle. It's back and better than ever. Come to #1 Bachman Volkswagen today to get your new Volkswagen before someone else does.
Bachman makes a difference.
If you're like me, you're dreading the thought of higher energy costs this season. That's why I call my friends at Doug Jones Home Improvement, who's been doing quality work at a fair price for over 40 years. Doug Jones Home Improvement offers maintenance-free replacement windows, insulated vinyl siding, and airtight entry doors. They're priced fairly with no high-pressure sales tactics or hidden fees. Doug Jones Home Improvement prides itself on keeping the weather outside while keeping you comfortable inside.
For a free estimate, call us at 366-0291.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Join the club at Sam Swope Auto Group. When you service a vehicle at any Sam Swope dealership, you automatically become a Service VIP Rewards member. You get member pricing on parts and service, lost key return, and emergency roadside assistance. Plus, you can earn points that qualify you for discounts on your next vehicle purchase, up to $2,500. The best part is becoming a member is free. Become a member today at any Sam Swope dealership. Nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Football fans have honestly been waiting on since probably the Louisville loss way back earlier this football season. Kentucky has a brand new football coach, and boy, do they know how to introduce Mark Stoops.
I'm highly motivated to build this program to national prominence. There will be no magic wand to getting this done. We're going to do it with very much of a blue-collar mentality. We're going to go to work each and every day. We're going to be accountable and dependable in what we do. Our players are going to have tremendous character, and we're going to win in the institution, and we're going to win with a lot of class. The one thing that I ask you to do, I ask the Big Blue Nation to fill Commonwealth Stadium each and every week next year. Thank you.
type of scheme that you feel UK can succeed in moving forward?
Well, I think, yes, we'll be very defined in what we do now defensively moving forward. We'll play with 4 down. We'll be 4-3 personnel, and of course we'll be very multiple from there. But again, I have a very clear vision of what we want to do defensively. Our players will know after the first spring exactly who we are and what we're all about. So we'll start there and lay that foundation and build from there.
Coach, in the back, as I understand, there are a lot of current players here and you haven't got to meet with them yet. Could you tell us what message you're going to tell them tomorrow morning, just a little bit of what you're going to tell them about this upcoming season?
Well, I'm going to tell them to look forward to it. You know, a lot of coaches take these positions and try to scare them and tell them how hard it's going to be. It's going to be hard. There's no way around that. We're going to work hard. We're going to train hard. We're going to do things right. They're going to be accountable, and they're going to be dependable. And there's just no other way around that to be successful. But I'm going to enjoy coaching them. They're going to enjoy playing for us. They're going to enjoy being a part of this Kentucky family, and they're going to hold their heads high walking around this campus.
Mark, the recruits that have already verbally committed to Kentucky, how do they factor into your future plans, and kind of what do you hope to accomplish in recruiting?
We need to make sure they're going to fit our system. It would be unfair to them if we took their commitment and didn't fit what we're going to do. So we have to evaluate and work our way through that process.
Coach Stoops, back here in the back here. What was your reaction when you arrived at the airport, when you arrived here today, and you saw these people here to greet you?
I felt like it was game day in a way. You know, it started. It's exciting. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your support. I look forward to working for you, and you know, it's just an exciting time for myself and my family. We're really anxious to get going. And we understand it's going to be a great challenge, but that's what we embrace. You know, embrace the process. But the fan support and the people, everybody's been terrific, and we really appreciate that.
Mark, the one concern we've heard among the fan base is he doesn't have any head coaching experience. Is that a legit concern? How do you compensate for that?
Oh, I understand that. You know, that goes with the territory. I've been successful. If you look at where I've been, I feel pretty good about each and every place I've been. We've been successful, so I don't plan on that stopping now. Yeah.
I think you got a new quarterback.
Yeah.
Great arm. Heck of a throw.
Yeah. Mark, you said you've got a defensive coordinator targeted and probably on board to come. I don't know are there any staff names you want to unveil today? And also, if not, more vaguely, do you expect some of your Florida State brethren to come with you?
I'm not permitted to talk about them right now. They need to go through the hiring procedures and all that. So I just got on campus, so I really rather not discuss any of that. And I really don't want to discuss any Florida State coaches. It's unfair to the players back there at this time.
Coach, over here. I know here we have a pretty good basketball team. Have you been able to talk to Coach Cal any? And how do you plan on working with the basketball team going forward?
Yeah, I enjoyed talking to Coach Cal. I had a great conversation. I had a couple conversations with him and really enjoyed it. I'm going to embrace the tradition in basketball, take our recruits to the games and enjoy it. But I really look forward to working with Coach Cal, and so it'll be good. You know, he's from Pittsburgh. I'm from Youngstown. We're not that far apart there. So.
Mark, did you approach UK, or did you, back here, I'm sorry, way back here by the cameras.
Okay, sorry.
Did you approach UK and Mitch Barnhart, or did Mitch approach you about the job?
Yes, I reached out to Mitch and inquired about the job, yes.
Could you explain why?
I was excited about the opportunity. I thought I answered that earlier, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. I think it's a great opportunity. I believe in Mitch. I believe in Dr. Capilouto. I believe in the vision that we have to get this thing done. We want to be winners, and it's going to take everybody. It's going to take all of you that are out here today. It's going to take the administration. It's going to take coaches. It's going to take players. We're all in this thing together. To win at the level that we want to win at, it's going to take all of us together to get this thing done.
Mark, to your left, you've been described as a player's coach. Is that accurate? And if so, what does that mean?
I'd like to believe so. I take that as a compliment. You know, discipline is never a problem, and you know, generally with defensive coaches, discipline's not a problem, and so I feel very good about the relationships that I have with my players, and yes, I think it is my style to find different ways to motivate players and to get them on board and get them to believe in themselves. I think players all need to be coached differently. They all have different personalities, they have different backgrounds, and it's your job to figure that out and push the right buttons.
Mark, back here, you mentioned winning and level of success, but what is the level of success that you believe that this program can reach?
To play in the SEC championship game. Yeah, and to win it.
Well, Darrell, I think you'd have to say this guy has a lot of energy. Did Mitch hit his home run hire? Is a good solid triple?
I think it's an inside the park home run at the very least. This is a great hire. A lot of buzz around his recruiting ability, a lot of buzz around the staff that's coming with him.
Howie, give me your take on the Cats' new coach. Is this going to be the guy who finally lets Kentucky beat Charlie Strong and the guys?
Well, I think it's good that they've got Florida recruiting ties. That's where all the talent is. I wonder, you know, sometimes you take a big risk with guys who aren't head coaches, that kind of thing. But, you know, from all accounts, he's going to have a really good coaching staff. And even if your head coach isn't phenomenal, if you have really good assistants, that carries you a long way.
Hope springs eternal. Spring football will be the next thing that we really measure this guy by. But it all matters on the football field when they kick it off in August and September. Thanks for joining us this week right here on the Red and Blue Review. This week, the Red and Blue Review is coming to you from Lexington, where we're about to introduce the brand new Kentucky football coach here on Ion 21.
It's not a football coach introduction, it's a rock.
This week, the Red and Blue Review is coming to you from Lexington, where we're about to introduce the brand new Kentucky football coach here on Ion 21.
It's not a football coach introduction, it's a rock concert.
And on Louisville's side, it's all about Russ Smith.
Coming up right now on Red and Blue. The Red and Blue Review is brought to you by Doug Jones Home Improvement Company, the Bachman Auto Group, Sam Swope, SWAT Team Pest Control, Joe's OK Bayou, PNC Bank, Allstate Ford Truck Sales, and the Ali Center.